4. Mother's raspberry lessons. Teachers, mother's friends, Girl Scout leaders, my friends, parents, adults in general made it a point to remark about my height. They would say, "You sure are tall for your age." If mother was present, she would defend with a retort. She's going to be tall like her father. Several went as far as to tell me over and over and over again that I was going to be tall as a tree, tall as the trees, which to me suggested I might never stop growing. As you might imagine, I was regularly teased as the tallest girl in my elementary and middle school class. This was before tall and lanky was fashionable. It wasn't a fashion statement back then. Maybe, just maybe, that's how I acquired my affinity for trees. I really liked trees. After all, the trees stood alone. And so did I. My backyard library was above it all, up in the tree, where I read books, lots and lots of books. And I hung out with the branches. Among the leaves, I consumed these books. Things Fall Apart. I want you to take notes. These are great books to read. Go Tell It on the Mountain, Wretched of the Earth, and much, much more from my mother's extensive library. She had a huge literary collection. Every night, Mother dutifully read with me or my sister Lynn. One day after my descent from an exceptionally tall climb, Mother asked, "Did you see the holes in the bark? Did you notice the leaves curling?" I was about 9 years old. I hadn't noticed those tiny specks on the tree's skin that looked like newly inverted pimples. I hadn't noticed. She informed, "That tree is dying. We will work to save it." The tree was in full blossom with clusters of beautiful pink and red flowers and they formed a canopy of glory above my head. How could it be dying? I was beginning to learn things are not always as they appear. "We will work to save it," she said with conviction. We were always working to save someone or something. It was post-1967, Detroit Rebellion, before the election of Coleman A. Young for mayor of Detroit. It was a complex time for a young Black girl to comprehend. Preparation point. Writers read. I have a golden note for you. You want to keep this golden note. In order to be a great writer, one must be a reader. Now, look at the questions. A, how often do you read? B, what are you reading right now? If I ask you, what book are you reading? Or what story are you reading? I hope you're able to tell me. And C, where do you read? Some people have a space that they read at all the time. Some people read on the bus. Some people read curled up in a chair, or sitting in a corner, or under a tree, or in a tree. So where do you read? Let's look at the comment section. In the readiness story, the one I just read to you, Mother's Raspberry Lessons, the above 3 questions are answered. What books does young Semaj read? Where does she like to read? And how often does she read? Now answer the same questions for yourself. Your answers will be the first step on your path of preparation. You are entering the wonderful world of words. If you are not actively reading, you can start right now. Right now. Go to the library, or I may have books in the Poet Laureate collection that may interest you.